G'day folks, and welcome back to Sydney Retro MTB. Just doing the bike check on the JMC Resto mod from the other week. Just wanted to clear a few things up with the lad science. Basically, I saw this frame in America because it had the extra long linkage plate on it, and it came with this coil shock on there. Now, Jason had a smaller frame than this one. And I was doing the kamikaze downhill replica build, so I needed the longer linkage than what standard comes on this bike, which is this linkage here. So Jason's front triangle is smaller than this, but he had a longer back end to accommodate for that extra long linkage. Now also on Jason's bike, he was running a Fox shock, which was customized by Resto, but it looks exactly like the RockShox Super Deluxe. So on my build, I've got the RockShox Super Deluxe with the long linkage plate from this and the back end of this. So on this build, it's got a shorter back end, but with a big front triangle on it. So that's the lad science. And yeah, Jason didn't run this Fox shock on there, yeah, it was just a spare, which I've had in my room for ages, so I thought I'd build it up. And I was a tiny bit lazy with this build because I had quite a few parts kind of left over from the Ghetto AF Mark IV build from the other week, the other month. And I just couldn't be bothered kind of like fully stripping all them parts down. So on here, I have actually got the wheel set from the Ghetto AF because I couldn't be bothered taking the tyres off in the cassette. So this is running the Ultegra Road cassette on the back, the Mavic D521 rims on the Hope Tie-Glide hubs, and also with the Tioga Factory DH tyres. I think it's a really good look on here. So I was happy just to keep that kind of configuration and put it on there. Also as well, I have used the same XT shifter from the Ghetto AF Mark IV and the same handlebars. But as I said in the previous video, I actually use these handlebars because Jason had the kind of crossbar on a 1994 model of his FSR. I just wanted to kind of replicate that and give a little nod to Jason. So also with the forks as well, now this is quite funny because I have actually got about 7 or 8 pairs of forks and none of them have a long enough steerer tube to go into this 20-inch front triangle apart from the Manitou Magnums, and that's actually why I've reused these. Again, they were on the Ghetto AF Mark IV. But I think it does look really good and it balances it out really well. It looks industrial, it looks quite mean, it looks cool. But I did actually want to put some Z1s on it. I had some RockShox DHs, I had XCs, I had SLs, I had a couple of other Manitou ones, and none of the steerer tubes were long enough for this frame. So the head tube is quite long on there. And this is the only one that fitted, hence why they're on here. But ideally, I do want another type of fork on this bike. So again, just a little nod to how Jason had his builds. You know, he had the Avid tri-lines and the tri-dangles and things like that. So I have actually got some spare Avid tri-lines on here. I do actually have the anodized parts on them like Jason had. I do have a few spares, but I just wanted to keep this fairly plain and silver. But I have the red accents on the Cool Stop brake pads. So Jason ran the Shimano XT pads on his build, but these have got the Cool Stop. We've got a slightly modern XT rear mech on here to go with the shifter, so they are a matching pair. We've got the DCD, which I did the foam replacement video a few days ago, so you can watch the time-lapse version of that. And that's actually a re-anodized silver DCD. And so the guys at the anodizers did a really good job on that. I've got the Shimano XTR M900 cranks, which is what Jason had on all his bikes. But I've paired that up with a modern day, or fairly modern, Black Spire chainring from Canada. The pedals, they are the Onza HOs with the elastomers in there. Now I actually do have a new inset plate set, like a brand new old stock, still in the packaging, Onza HO plate set, which I can kind of refurb them and respray them. So that's mostly going to be another video, because they do look a little bit tatty. But I'll try and slap a picture up right now. And yeah, that'd be quite good to kind of use them new plates. What else is on here? Okay, yes, the water bottle cage. Now, for Jason's build, for his tribute builds, the bottle cage that he had is actually a combination of a white and a black frame, bottle cage frame, with the different rubber inlays in there. So this is actually a combination of two bottle cages merged into one. So they never sold this combination in that colour, in the white and red. So that's quite unique. We have the, I think it's from the year 2000. We've got the crud catcher there, which again, I've just released a crud catcher crud product video. So that's got the flexi tip end on there. So it's not the original crud catcher, but I think it's like the Mark III or Mark IV. We've got a nice little anodized mounting bolt on the rear shock that actually came with the frame. So we've got some purple anodizing, which is a nice little nod back to the 1990s, because everything was purple anodized. We have a lovely Ritchie seat post on there, which is actually made by Nitto, believe it or not. And then we've got a fairly modern day Specialized Hens saddle, which actually was on my Specialized Stunt Jumper 2015 Carbon Evo Expert. So that's what that came on. So I've reused that. Got some brand new lock-on grips from Renthal in the medium compound. So they're just, I use them on my modern downhill bike. They're absolutely awesome, love them. And they just go really well with them motocross handlebars. Actually with them handlebars, they are 820 millimeters wide, so they are proper wide boys. And they do have to run the shim inside to be able to fit into that 25.5 diameter core stem. We've got the red anodized Chris King A headset, which is super sweet. And I do have the Chris King top cap, but I use the X-Lite top cap on there with a titanium bolt from Tie Springs before they went bust. And also on the XT shifter, we have a tie bolt stuck in there as well. Just to continue with the Specialized theme, I've got some kind of mid-school Specialized skewers in there. I think they're from about 2002. So just to keep in with the branding. And actually on the brakes as well, yeah, I did have the Onza chill pills in my collection for years, and yeah, I just thought I'd use them on this instead of using the Avid Tri-Dangle. What a name that is. But yeah, I think the Onza chill pill goes really well with this build. It looks really cool. We've got the Avid 2.0 levers. Now, the actual ratio pull from the cantilever to the V-brake is slightly different, and this lever does not feel nice with the amount of leverage pull yeah, for these brakes. So that might change down the track. So, yeah, I don't really like the feel, to be honest. But yeah, they look quite industrial, a bit kind of beat up, a little bit of a parts bin build kind of thing, so that's why I slapped them on there. And then, what else? We've got a few little anodized end caps for the brake cables and gear cables, just to add a little bit of colour. And I think that's about it, really. Actually taking this around the block, ideally I need to get a narrow wide chainring on the front, because that actually does skip on this chainring. It's an old downhill chainring, so the teeth are actually worn a little bit. So technically I should get a narrow wide and then, you know, just keep it on the 1x. I do actually have a brand new 9-speed Shimano cassette, which I might, with a bigger gear ratio, so I might actually take off the road cassette on here and put the actual kind of mountain bike cassette on there just to give me a little bit more range. But yeah, and I don't know, I might actually change over to XTRV brakes all round and levers just as a bit of an upgrade from these. And then I can actually use this as a bit more of a daily rider instead of just like a carpet queen in the showroom that I have. But apart from that, I think it's a pretty sweet build. Oh, I've got the bolt caps for the cranks. So they are from France, the silver bolt covers. So I think they just finished them cranks off quite nice. Oh, and I do actually have red anodized bolts on there just to add a little bit of bling, but they actually match in with the frame colour really, really well. But yeah, I think it's a really cool build. It's a bit industrial. It's a bit ghetto. The frame is not perfect because the decals have all come off. Unfortunately, the whole frame is clear coated. Now, I do have brand new decals for every decal on here, but I've got to do a full frame strip down off that clear coat, get the decals off and get the respray done. That might be done one day, way in the future, but yeah, unfortunately the decals that I've got are a few millimeters off lining up with the original ones, so it would look really odd if I kind of stuck them over that, because you'd see the outline of this, and I like to have things fairly perfect to a certain degree, so this would have to be a full straight frame stripped down of the paint, new decals on, and then a nice clear coat spray done over that. So who knows, maybe one day that will be on the cards. But at the moment, I kind of like to keep it a little bit ghetto. And then last but not least, just with the stickers, I've got my SR MTB sticker on the rear seat stay and the Jason McCroy tattoo decal. So they were all from Retro Decals as well. So yeah. Now, before I scoot off, I was looking at the algorithms for my YouTube channel as of late. So we're in April 2025. It's showing that about 87% of everyone who watches my videos is not subscribed. So honestly, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, give the video a like. I've been kind of stuck on the 800 and something followers on YouTube, subscribers, for actually a couple of years now. I've never kind of surpassed that. To kind of make any headway in this game, you need to kind of get over 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I think I'm on about 850 at the moment or something like that. So honestly, guys, if you can smash that subscribe button, that would be mega helpful. Also, I do have my Facebook page where I actually put more in-depth photographs on that page. I actually have like separate albums on there. So again, give the Facebook page a like and a bit of a join. And I post more stories because it's so easy to do on my Instagram page. So again, please give that a join. Just want to try and get this channel up and running a bit faster this year because it's just been kind of stagnant. But please leave a comment below in the box, and let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to do. I know the production level of this isn't amazing. Like I do need to invest in a microphone and possibly a better camera, maybe better lighting. But again, unless I kind of set up a Patreon or kind of start earning off YouTube, that's not really going to happen. So again, anything that you guys can do for free, like with a subscribe, then that can actually, try and help the channel as well. So yeah, sorry to get this message in at the end, but if you are still here and listening to this, I really do appreciate it. And hope you enjoy some of the future builds, and I will speak to you soon. Oh, before I scoot off, this actually just got Vital MTB Bike of the Day again. So I think that's like my 9th, 10th or 11th or something like that. So super cool how it got recognised for that achievement, and I'm pretty proud of the build. And I will see you on the next build. Take care. Bye.